This is Prometheus of Punching the Walls Reality here at Alamo City Comic Con, here with Brimstone of Hound Comics. Just want to let people know a little bit about yourself. I heard you're a former professional wrestler.
Absolutely. After 16 years in professional wrestling, it's time to kind of get myself a little bit further out of the ring, go a little bit more with the licensing, getting the name out there, continue. It's basically an entertainment. You want to always continue to rebrand yourself.
Awesome.
So, I started out on Sesame Street and Romper Room, then I toured the world in music, then I toured the world in pro wrestling. Now we're touring the world with the comic books, sauces, seasonings, you name it. We're currently on the Big Bang Theory with our backpacks and our sauces and seasonings.
Okay.
I know some of the comic book covers are going to be in the comic book store moving forward on that series. And, video games, animated series in production, the kids' books. We have Butterwinks cookies. I mean,
Nice.
our jerky's coming out. You name it, we basically have it going on. We own Hound Comics, Hound Comics Inc., Hound Entertainment Group, www.houndcomics.com. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
We have over 30 different creator-owned projects with us. So, do a lot.
Awesome.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, sounds like you're quite a bit of a renaissance man. So you wanted to let us know a little bit about your comic, Brimstone.
Well, it's possibly the worst comic you'll ever read. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sold.
Brimstone and the Border Hounds is actually a really, really cool concept. One, we're the only independently owned and operated comic sold in every Barnes & Noble and B. Dalton in the country. We're sold nationally and internationally. That being said, Brimstone and his crew of Border Hounds are Hell's version of the Border Patrol, except they're not meant to keep people out, they're meant to keep people in.
Okay.
To get a little bit deeper, if we have about 20 minutes, I can go. No.
Take all the time you need.
Quite simply, anywhere you could be born and raised in the in the universe, known and unknown, we're being bred for the afterlife. Now, the afterlife as we know it, heaven, hell, nirvana, Valhalla, and so forth. We believe as humans, heaven's the best place to go when you die. Hell's the worst place. Nirvana's bliss. It's all a load of crap. The truth of the matter is we've bought into their folklores. In reality, they're all competing corporations vying for the hottest commodity, which is the soul. Okay, so at the end of the day, doesn't matter if you're good, doesn't matter if you're bad, doesn't mean you're going to heaven, doesn't mean you're going to hell. It depends on what you've been bred for. And, at the end of the day, going to heaven's not necessarily the good thing, and hell's not necessarily a bad thing.
Gotcha.
Again, it depends on what position you have once you get there. So some people here in reality, okay, it might be a janitor, they might love the job. Some people would say, well, janitor is the worst job in the world. Some people would say that being a CEO of a major corporation would be the best job. A CEO, in hell is a great job.
Yeah.
Being a porter in heaven is a bad job. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But that's just a little bit of an overview.
That's awesome. Yeah. Honestly, that is one of the most intriguing concepts for a comic that I've heard. And, I mean that legitimately. That sounds really interesting. So
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I didn't come up with it myself. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, look, I had a part in all of it. So, so it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. It's like, I just read it in a fortune cookie.
It happens, I was pondering one day, taking a walk down by the lake, and no, I was just kidding.
That's usually how great things happen. An apple falls from the tree, and you get this inspiration. So I'm curious, what was it like being a pro wrestler? Like, I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. What was it like to hit somebody with a steel folding chair?
Well, it's a business, just like anything else. I've always enjoyed the business. Not necessarily a lot of the politics therein, but it's an art when it used to be an art.
Oh, yeah.
I do appreciate the art form of professional wrestling and the history of professional wrestling. Being in the ring, I mean, look, there's no other feeling like it, especially when you've got thousands of people watching you. It's live television. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I love it. I've always loved it. Hitting somebody over the head with a chair, I do that in my everyday life. So it's really not, anything too special, spectacular. But it is what it is. It's a, an athletic soap opera. You know what I mean? So, it's fun. It's
awesome.
fun. what else can I really say about it? It's good. I've had the honor to work with and to get to know over the years and have very good friends in the business. Legends in the industry like Brutus Beefcake and
Nice.
Valentine and Snuka and Bushwhacker Luke and so the list goes on. I tagged with Doink.
Nice.
So there's a lot of really cool things that I've done over the last 16 years, but we do moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
sure.
promote what we got going on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because can't go backwards.
Yeah.
Just got to go forwards.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on.
All right. Well, speaking of that, what's coming up? What's coming? What's going to be new for Hound Comics? Like, do you have anything new that's coming out?
We have stuff new coming out every day. We have over 30 different creator-owned titles with Hound, anywhere from comics to kids' books to novels, sauces, seasonings, like I told you. So we've got a bunch of new signs that we just signed. A lot of new products that are coming out. We do I think it's every Wednesday we do a new launch. So you always got to check out houndcomics.com. You can check out facebook.com/houndcomics, and you'll see everything that's going on. Just really cool things. If you're looking for Brimstone stuff, if you're looking for Hound stuff, it really depends on which you're going for to look. But Hound usually has all my personal stuff going on as well as the Hound stuff. And then you have on my site, entrancetohell.com. You've got, and the mobile site, m.entrancetohell.com. You have all the news, all the information, all the up-to-date type stuff and scheduling and the product launches, so you can kind of go to either one and get a really cool gist of what's going on. You go to the Hound website and you get to play, with Old Brim as a video game. And,
oh, nice.
There's one cool little internet game is the Brimstone E-doll, so you get to dress me with the Bulky Boy shirts and everything. Bulky
That's
Boy
awesome.
endorses me, so we got that. Bulky Boy Brimstone shirts coming out soon.
Okay.
We've got, I'm in this issue of Maxim magazine for this month, for November
Nice.
of 2013, so I'm in the article Eat Hot Death. So you want to check that out, Bumblefoot from Guns N' Roses and myself. And,
Nice.
I could talk all day. I've got things going on. You don't even want to know. But definitely please check us out, especially social media. For Brimstone, you want to check out for Twitter, Entrance to Hell, at Entrance to Hell. For Instagram, love my Instagrammers out there, at The Real Brimstone. Facebook /Brimstone, and the same thing goes for Hound Comics. You go /Hound Comics, at Hound Comics, and you can hit us up on everything.
All right, that sounds great. So there you have it, Hound Comics at houndcomics.com. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook. It's Prometheus, Punch the Walls Reality. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you.